Harper Perennial and HarperAudio present The All of It by Jeannette Haien. Performed by Aoife Mcmahon. Foreword read by Ann Patchett. For Ernest Ballard.
Foreword. Ann Patchett. In the summer of 2010, I found myself in the smallest used bookstore I had ever seen, a tiny room that contained 3 shelves of books with a few additional open boxes on the floor. I had wandered in with my friend Miley Malloy to poke around while our husbands were off getting ice cream. But in a store that size, the looking was over almost as soon as it had begun. It was in a beach town where vacationers like us could drop off the books they had finished and leave with something new. Having quickly scanned the selection of available titles, we were heading out again. That's when Miley reached into a box near the door and picked up a battered paperback. "Have you read this?" she asked. I hadn't. It was The All of It by Jeannette Haien. I'd never even heard of it. It looked musty and mildewed, the edges of the pages gone brown. Miley was holding it as if she had found a diamond ring in a jumbled tray of costume jewelry and was giving the diamond to me. I will admit I was hesitant. I wasn't out of vacation books yet, and I wasn't sure I wanted one that was going to make me sneeze. Still, I have a habit of listening to my friends, especially where books are concerned, and Miley promised that The All of It would exceed all expectations. She was so right. At 145 pages, it was the perfect book to have been discovered in the smallest of stores. It is exact in what it means to say, and this exactness fits the purposes of the 2 main characters. Enda, who finds herself in the position of having to tell the story of her life, and Father Declan, who is so enraptured by her telling that he wants only to keep her going. One of the many things that makes The All of It so remarkable, I discovered in my first breathless reading, is its calculated construction. The first chapters are very short, a page, 3 pages, a paragraph, so that from the start the reader is propelled headlong into the story. Never underestimate the power of the well-constructed chapter. By the time Enda has begun to tell the all of it in her admirably direct manner, the tiny chapters drop off like training wheels, and you find yourself launched into something you could not possibly get out of. Like Father Declan, we forget our other responsibilities. Because Enda is clearly not one to talk about herself, the continuation of the story feels at every moment precarious. I had the sensation of not wanting to put the book down for fear of disrupting her narrative. Despite the presence of a priest, Enda is not making a confession. She is relating the facts. Confession, by its very nature, implies guilt, and for the extraordinary circumstances of her life, she bears no guilt at all. When Father Declan suggests they should meet in the church so this telling could take place in a proper confessional, she'll have none of it. She is telling him this story as a friend. There are certain details of her life when the pain of remembering takes her own breath away. "I'll not drag this out," she says in these moments, her rejection of drama showing her compassion for the listener. And other moments when her joy at her adventures with Kevin, who was not.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?